The experience here with Dr. Braddock has been tremendous. Cynthia and I started coming here about, several years ago. And the first experience with him was how easy he is to relate to.
Now, Dr. Braddock I love him because he listens, he's awesome, he knows what he's doing, he loves to teach.
And then more than the chiropractic, he's just holistic. So it's about diet, exercise, encouraging in the truth of the word every week. He's an energy giver.
What I really, really love too is that his office is like a ministry to him, and he's ministering to people every day.
He was an athlete, so I know he understands athletics. So I also encourage my athletes to come to him when they're experiencing symptoms that I know who they need.
Caleb is very caring. He texts us, he calls us to check on us. Anytime, he has met us up here on off hours on Saturdays to treat us, especially when I was so sick. So I really appreciate his caring and his heart.
I think that Dr. B's knowledge of chiropractic care is, and again, I've not been anywhere else, but I like to say that this is the only chiropractic care for me, because his knowledge of people and just understanding this business is far beyond what a business is. It's a personal relationship with Dr. B. I mean, again, like I said, my kids have come here. My daughter is ecstatic when I say we're going to Dr. B's.
One of the things I like about Caleb is when I come in to get my adjustments, we discuss which books we're reading. And so we actually end up reading each other's books, and then when we meet in a couple of weeks, we discuss what we're learning from the books. So we have a lot of time, a lot of fun together talking about philosophy and theology and politics and things like that.
He's become a good friend.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer, or was not a believer in chiropractic care. The only reason I came is because my wife made me come. But I decided to give it a shot because I needed off this medicine. I've been here for close to 3 years, and now it's been 6 months with absolutely no arthritic medication. I run 3 or 4 times a week, which was one of my goals when I came to see Dr. Braddock, was to get into running, to do more.
I think he gives much more than he gets, and his enthusiasm is just contagious. So it's a joy every time we visit this office.
And I find it so interesting that he always has time for all of us, just like we're his only patients.
The fact that I do enjoy the treatments is because when I leave, I know that within 24 hours I'm going to feel better, and 48 hours I feel like my old self again, and I'm getting older, so I appreciate that. He knows what he's doing, and he knows, he listens to you, he knows where you're hurt, and he knows how to handle those kinds of things.
It's not that you're coming to see a doctor, you're coming to see a friend that's helped taking care of your body.
I personally love the way it makes me feel after I get adjusted, and I walk differently. It's like, oh, it just the overall feeling that I get, it's great.
I realized how important chiropractic care was for me, and how it was so much more than just fixing pain. It was about like overall health.
I've never been to a chiropractor before, so this was something different for us, but I definitely noticed the change, and we're still coming and hope to keep coming for 10 more years. It's hard to believe it's already been 10 years since he started the business.
My kids, they love coming. My daughter at first wasn't all great about it, but now she giggles when he adjusts her, and she thinks he's pretty cool. My sons, they play football, and he really helps with them and helps them stay healthy.
He just lets us know what the best benefits and healthiest options, instead of, going to a regular medical doctor and getting prescriptions for it. He's got other options for us. I like that part of it.
Before I tried chiropractor before, Dr. Braddock, and I had no success. And so I didn't really believe in chiropractic, and then my back was so bad that I decided to go ahead and try Dr. Braddock because I'd heard wonderful things about him, and I'm very glad that I did. He straightened my back out and no more pain, and when you come here you just feel like family. And he made a believer having chiropractic. I finally got my husband to come a few years later.
Took me
a while. But he did come, and we're glad we did.
Well, this is Grace, and Grace just celebrated her first birthday, and she goes weekly to see Caleb, and she was just having the time of her life this past week.
Kathy introduced me to Dr. Braddock, and she was going here for quite a while before I was. And I was really skeptical about even becoming another client to a chiropractor. I was on the verge of having a surgery, back surgery, and didn't want to do it. When I came here for the first time, I automatically felt like I was in God's presence, just because of the music playing, the friendly atmosphere.
He's part of our family, after all these years being with him. To me, it's a big deal. I mean, he's part of us now.
I actually love reading his weekly articles. I love it.
Absolutely.
They're just very good, very well written. I asked him if he actually wrote them himself, and he said that he does, and I'm very impressed.
And I just did a Google search one day, and his was the first site that came up. So I went to the website, and I booked the appointment, and they always have a nice new patient intake special where you pretty much get everything for free. And he's just a really good chiropractor.
Our kids love to come here now.
every day.
They were a little nervous at first, but now they run all over the place. I'm afraid we're going to get in trouble, but we never do. And they love it, and they actually talk about him all the time. They want to come, and
Are we going to Dr. Braddock?
yeah, we want to get adjusted, so
All right.
they love it.
It's a regular thing for me. I think I'm on weekly and you're bi-weekly. The kids are supposed to come in weekly, but with schedules it's hard. But most of all, just feel like I can breathe. I sleep better. Moods are more balanced. The kids have perfect attendance in school, and I think I took 1 sick day last year. So it's an overall health thing, not just my back feels better, but even if my back's not hurting, I try to come in every week.
The supplements that he recommends are awesome, and really it's just, they're just part of my life now. So, I mean, I can't really say much other than I enjoy coming here. He is really an awesome guy. The staff is great, the office is really nice, and they make me feel good.
It's a whole experience coming in here.
Total.
The music, the atmosphere. When I'm waiting for him, he knows every person in here and something personal about them. So whether he's asking about football or the kids or the parents, he just genuinely cares for us.
And he doesn't just work on just one person. He talks about the wellness of the community. I think his goal when he started was to see this whole community, treat this whole community. And I think he does that on a daily, weekly, yearly basis.
He made T-shirts for everybody.
Yeah.
Those yellow T-shirts for the 5K run a couple of years ago, and he participated in that run. And
he does so much to help the community out, like gathering up food for the different food banks and toys at Christmas time. They're just so community oriented here.
I like how when he talks to you, he's not just he's not just making conversation. I mean, it's not like, okay, they're here, so I got to talk to them. I mean, it's genuine.
I love how, he teaches you that your body is created to heal itself, and that if you give it the right tools by unpinching the parts in your back that are pinching nerves that send signals to heal.
he's just a great guy. I would call him a friend as well as, my chiropractor.
That's true.